Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Lil Hellfire, and you're listening to Capes and Lunatics Summer of '69.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sector 2814, the Green Lantern Podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Master of the Core, it is.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Summer of '69 marches on, because tonight we'll be covering Green Lantern 72 and 73. What fun will be in store for us these issues? Stay tuned.
And I think a rarity, because I believe there were not many two-issue stories.
Oh, that's right.
DC. I was like, this is the end? They continue to the next issue?
What
is this, Marvel?
I know. We're going to leave you at the cliffhanger tonight, kids. See, that's why I had to at least add 74, Will. That's why. That's right, kids. We're leaving you at the cliffhanger tonight. So
That's right.
All right, before we get there, we actually have a little bit of Green Lantern to talk about, like new stuff. Not a new series, but yes, last week, Hal Jordan showed up in the Swamp Thing number 14.
And I've heard it's really good. The writer is really good.
Ram V or whatever.
Ram, yeah.
I have been, like I said, I haven't been reading the series. I know Lilith has been saying nice things about it. I've heard other, like online and stuff, good things about this series. Again, I picked it up at issue 14. I was a little lost, but it seems like, I don't know, something's like attacking the Earth, and how Jordan swoops in, I guess. I'm guessing to try to help fix this whole thing. I'm assuming he kind of like powers up Swamp Thing.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the end.
Nice. I may have to give that a shot. I've heard good things about Ram V. He's a good writer, and
oh yeah,
I think he did some Catwoman stuff before doing Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to probably pick those up. Did the Wade Batman Superman come out? Was that a week or two ago?
Number 4 came out. What was it, like 2 weeks ago or something? Yeah, remember, I think I told you last week, I was like, Hal's pretty much possessed the whole time.
Possessed, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting that in the mail soon, so I'm looking kind of forward to it. The art is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, on that World's Finest. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful art. Yeah, the between the writing and the art. Yeah, I love that book.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And it's not old timey, okay?
It's timeless.
That's right. And then today we're putting out articles about Dark Crisis number 2, which I guess came out today, but I won't get in until tomorrow. Because suck it, DC. I'm not making a trip to the comic store on Tuesday and Wednesday. So
exactly.
Oh boy, let's see. Did I save any of that? Yes, I did. Yeah, sorry, kids. Spoilers if you haven't read Dark Crisis number 2. The end of Dark Crisis 2 sees Hal Jordan and Joe Mullen retrieving Kyle Rayner from space.
I don't understand.
Again, maybe, after.
But hey, we're getting Kyle again. That's good.
Yes. Yes. They bring the rest of the Green Lantern team and reveal their plan to go after Pariah. Hal also reiterates how little he trusts Black Adam without saying those exact words, suggesting that, at least for now, these teams won't be able to work together on bringing back the Justice League, which may prove to be their collective downfall.
So the picture shows us Green Lantern Simon Baz, which isn't actually current continuity.
Or I wonder, just so we can have every lantern in here, are we just gonna get a quick one-liner maybe in the next issue? Just be like, oh yeah, it's a universal threat. We need every hand on deck. So we put a ring in the hands of everyone who ever had a ring. We resurrected dead lanterns. We resurrected it all.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, Aricia is there on that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure that
Even though John's missing, we're still resurrected dead lanterns.
If that's the case, where's Katma? We need more Katma.
Yeah. Oh, how awesome would that be if when they rode that, they finally rescued John, Katma was with them.
I mean, there are so few awesome female lanterns that it's not good to kill them off. And
no.
Yeah. Oh, I listened to was it the podcast of Oa or the Mosaic Comics talking Green Lantern stuff? And they went over the whole Lord Malvolio stuff.
Oh boy.
That's like, wow.
Poor bastards.
Wow. This is Action Comics Weekly. That which we shall never speak of again.
Okay, DC.
But it was interesting. I mean, both of those are pretty good GL podcasts. So yeah.
I told you, I remember the letters pages at the time of Emerald Twilight. They're like, oh, is that Malvolio controlling him? And they're like, no.
Well, at the time, I think, us Hal fans were looking for anything to explain the unexplainable.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But until they came up with Parallax, they're like, no, he's just a jerk.
He's always been this way. What? No. What are you talking about?
Grim and gritty 90s.
That's right. Gotta love them. Gotta love them.
They didn't kill him or break his back, Will. They just made him a jerk.
They just turned him into a killer. Yeah. And gave him a really bad costume and made him whiny. That's okay, though. It's all good. It's all good.
Evil is whiny.
Hey, in 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Emerald Knights.
Emerald Knights with a certain Kyle Rayner who looks like he has not been seen since the end of Green Lanterns, pre-Morrison, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I mean, because Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps was canceled, and then I think Green Lanterns lasted another 6-7 issues.
Something like that.
So the last chance that anybody would have, his last appearance has to be somewhere either in Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps or in Green Lanterns, right?
Yeah, I know. And I'm like, why? I'm like, even in that last series, at least Guy got a backup story in one of those issues, didn't he? They showed why he wasn't coming back to Oa. Wasn't he his ring out of power and he was working with whatever aliens on whatever planet he was on? I
don't know. I don't remember seeing that. I need to reread it. I haven't done that yet. So
yeah. But it was just his previous series. But yeah, I'm assuming maybe Dark Crisis is just our excuse to bring everyone back into the fold.
Okay. It seems like a lot of work to go through for 12 issues just to reset it, but hey.
I know. That would drive me crazy as a comic book writer. I'm not a comic book writer. You are. But it's just can you imagine if you were working for a bigger company and you poured your heart and soul into a story and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, no, this one's not dead. Nah, that one's not dead.
Right.
Nah,
everything you just did, we're just going to wipe it away. Yeah. But
nothing you did here. Nah.
It's technically it's their toys. So if they want to break them, I guess they can.
Well, that's what I said. Can you imagine if you're a JMD Mateus into Craven's Last Hunt? How beautiful a story is that? Then, at least they waited a couple decades, but then nah, Craven's back.
Oh yeah. It was.
Yeah. Giving him 20 kids who keep popping up. Yeah. That don't work now. We're just bringing back.
Just bring him back. It's all right. Hey, he could just talk to Mephisto, right?
Hey, man. Hey.
Sorry.
You know who Mephisto brought back? In the pages of Superior Spider-Man, this character was screaming to the rooftops. Mephisto brought him back. Turner D. Century.
Where is Matt Kona?
I know. It was like, oh, what was that? Was that 2018 or something? Yeah, he showed up in the, and Otto just smacked the crap out of him. He's just like, no, Mephisto brought me back, after Scourge wiped them out in the 80s.
Yeah. Any other GL news? I mean, I've heard, I guess, work proceeds apace on the Green Lantern Corps series, for HBO Max.
Yeah, so I haven't heard anything new as far as I know. Yeah, it's still set for sometime in 2023. So
eventually.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, are you caught up with your Arrowverse? Because Diggle's not gonna be a Green Lantern now.
I remember reading about that. I haven't been watching Flash in a while. I think it just season finale of that.
It was 8. It wasn't even in the finale. I forget if it was in the penultimate or the one before that. Yeah, he's talking the Reverse Flash, and they don't even show what's in the box, but it's glowing green, and then all of a sudden it seems like it wants to take him from Earth and his wife and kids, so he just throws the box and it disappears. So yeah, we're not doing Green Lantern there. So, but again, I mean, the Arrowverse, Flash is getting one more season, and then they already said Superman and Lois is in its own little separate universe, because that's probably gonna be moving to HBO Max once the Arrowverse is done. So it's like,
we haven't started the second season of that. Is it almost finished, or of Superman and Lois?
Oh yeah. Last week it tied up. So yeah, so you can watch the whole.
Okay, so we can start. I guess watch that. It's on. Is it in HBO Max? I guess the replay.
I know they've been putting it on HBO Max. I don't know if they put it up right away. If not, I know CW on their website and the app. I think you can watch them for free and stuff. Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I know eventually HBO Max puts them all up. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, last week, Flash and Superman and Lois, both season finale.
Now, is that all the Arrowverse, or is there still a Batwoman?
No, Batwoman's gone. Legends of Tomorrow is gone. Supergirl's gone. The only thing I think coming back in, I think I saw it today at the end of August, is Stargirl.
Oh yeah, but that's separate as well. It's its own.
Yeah. That's kind of its own thing. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's all that's left is Flash, Stargirl, and Superman and Lois. Because Naomi only got one season.
I would never. I mean, Flash is good, but I would never have thought that it would go 9 seasons.
And it beat Arrow. I believe it was. I think it's this season. Yeah, it beat it. It just beat Arrow episode count wise.
Nice. Very cool. But I'd like some Green Lantern, please.
I know. Hey, let them take as long as they get it right. Let them take their time.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
And let the Snyderverse die. And again, you know what? Either cancel this Flash movie, don't even put it out, or just reshoot the damn thing. Put Grant Gustin in there. He's had 9 years of practice doing this. Okay.
He could be Barry Allen.
I mean, anybody. Come on, Ezra Miller's just off the rails.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Warner's. I mean, there's no way you can spin this that good. No, there's no way you're getting good publicity from that. No.
It's a dumpster fire.
I mean, again, that movie's never going to live up to that hype either. They've been talking about that Flash movie since. I remember them talking about the Flash movie when the Flash TV show started.
Oh wow!
Well, we just wrapped up season 8. Yes,
right.
And like Lil said, they were talking about it since before then, because originally Ryan Reynolds was supposed to be Barry Allen, not Hal Jordan.
Yeah, that's probably in the better timeline that happens.
Yeah, I think that they could have done a Flash movie better than that Green Lantern movie they did.
And I like Ryan Reynolds. He's an awesome Deadpool, but I mean, there's just so many things wrong with that Green Lantern movie.
And again, I think too they wanted,
and it really has nothing to do with the cast. I think he could be a fine Green Lantern.
Yeah, no.
Jordan, but
again, too much stuff. And again, I think it was so early on. I think they saw Marvel starting to take off, and they were like, they wanted to copy that, but.
Well, you don't have him fight Parallax in the first movie and beat him.
After the
Okay.
whole Corps can't do it. Yeah, first week on the job. Oh, hey, I'll just drag it into the sun.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm sure that'll work.
And you have Hector Hammond. It's like, again, it's like just do Hammond in the first movie, or
And
throw
set
another
the
earthbound villain in there. Come on,
and set
come
the
on.
seeds of Parallax for maybe number 2, and then
Exactly.
yeah,
We
Yeah.
corrupt the hero in the third movie. He's never watched Superman.
that's right. Which I'm gonna have to see which one. That was a very hotly debated one, right?
Superman 3 versus Superman 4. Yes.
I'm so sorry, man.
That's all right. You're gonna be in there. You're gonna be in there next one, buddy.
Yeah, when are we doing that?
We've been doing them towards the end of the month, so probably like towards the end of the month. Yeah. So yeah, kids, stay tuned. Now subscribe to the Patreon because the next superhero movie battle will be Halle Berry's Catwoman versus the Green Lantern movie with special guest Mr. William Allred.
Wow, I can't believe you're doing this to yourself, man.
I'm pulling the ejector, and Lilith Hellfire say no. We're going down with the ship.
Nice.
That's why we're gonna throw a party while she's out of the house in September. All right, so should we get to your boy?
You bet.
All right.
The covers through this year of Green Lantern are all really, really good covers.
Oh, yeah.
Especially these 2 issues. And there's a definite. These issues were both of them written by Denny O'Neil?
I can't remember. Yeah, this first one is. I think the other one is too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a definite tone difference between it and the way John Broome would write.
Yeah.
He was aiming for a little bit younger audience, I think, versus O'Neil was pretty much writing for teenagers or later, I think.
Yeah. So I never did the research. I always assumed like Denny O'Neil just came in on 76, but now I guess he was here earlier. So
yeah, he had done one of the other stories that we had done in summer of '69. Was it number 69? Maybe
it might have been.
When we did that, it might have been number 69.
It might have been. Yeah, I remember it was one of them. I thought maybe he just did like a one-off and then he didn't come back till 76. But no, I guess maybe
we started with 68, right?
Yeah. Well, no. We did 66. No,
66. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I can tell you right now who did it. 66. Let's see. 66 was by John Broome. Was the writer. 67 was Gardner Fox. That was that was a much more of a golden age, really kind of simplistic story. Denny O'Neil did 68. Broome did 69. Broome did 70. Broome did 71. And then we get Denny O'Neil for 72. Oh, 73 is Mike Friedrich.
Ew.
Cool. I did not know that. And then 74 is Mike Friedrich finishing off at the 2-parter. And then John Broome did 75. And then of course Denny O'Neil would take it over and run with it with the
Our traveling
the
heroes.
legendary Neil Adams. Yes.
All right, let's get to this.
Let's do it.
I don't know, Will. I almost didn't get through this first one. The second one was fine, but this
It's got space hippies in it, man.
I know. I'm 69. I know. All right, Green Lantern, Volume 2, number 72, October 1969. Phantom of the Space Opera.
Sorry. Yeah, I totally get it, man.
All right. Yes, writer Dennis O'Neil, penciler Gil Kane, inker Joe Galea, or Gaella, letterer John Costanza, and editor Julius Schwartz.
Wow, definitely Silver Age.
Oh yeah. There's a time. I think the majority of this DC 69 issues we've been reading, the editor's been Julia Schwartz.
Yeah. Not surprising.
Oh yeah. When returning to Earth from a mission in space, the Green Lantern is contacted by the Guardians of the Universe, who ask him to supervise a space opera being conducted in the Borliot system. This is because the gypsy-like Verdes and their rivals, the warlike Wagnors, are to attend, and the Guardians wish to prevent any conflict between the two races. Given okay, kids, remember this. Given a spare power battery to recharge his ring if necessary, Green Lantern charges off to the sector of space where he is needed. He arrives just as a group of Verdes are attacking an alien ship. Man, we're just handing out rings and batteries like they're candy in these issues.
Right.
Huh?
Hey, that's exactly right. And we don't know if they fixed his old ring that he, messed with.
Well, I thought he said it was pretty burned out. He was like, "Oh, I just got to, because I don't think it was working at the end of that issue." He was just like, "Oh, I got to wait for the Guardians to send me a new one."
Yeah, I don't know.
Does he have to take the second battery back? Does he get to have two batteries? I don't.
Kind of makes sense to have a spare,
I mean, how far out in space was he? Couldn't he be like, "Yeah, turn around and go get your battery"?
Yeah. Whatever.
Well, guess I'm glad he didn't. But all right. Green Lantern stops their attack and captures their leader and takes him aboard the vessel they are attacking. Green Lantern is thanked by the ship's captain, Hector, with a K, who explains that he is transporting the actors who are participating in the space opera. When Green Lantern questions the leader of the Verdes, he learns that the Verdes believe that the planned space opera will make a mockery of their people and that they will not stand for such an affront. Green Lantern quells the Verderian and manages to talk off a group of Wagnors who attempt to claim the Verdian for his crimes against the vessel. Hatfields and McCoys, man.
Yeah.
Green Lantern goes to the space opera planet where he learned, what is it, Star Trek Voyager? And he learns that
no, they didn't go faster than fast. Sorry. Turn into lizards.
Oh, we don't talk about the lizard people. What about the doubles from the Hell Planet?
Yeah.
Oh my God! If you're not listening, that is a good podcast. They go episode by episode through every episode of Star Trek Voyager. The guys who played Ensign Kim and
Lieutenant Paris, right?
Yeah. I listen to that every week. That's some good show. Yeah, they're up to like season 5 already.
Wow.
Man, it's nice that some of the behind the scenes stuff, even they're just like, oh yeah, well, he's like, where'd we shoot that? Stage 12, stage 25? No, that's stage 12. Okay. All right. So yeah, space planet, space opera. He learns that none of the actors know of their roles or what they will be doing and are given a telepathic crash course on the play they are about to do at the last minute before the show. Yeah, and they learn kung fu.
Sounds reasonable.
Matrix. Be suing somebody for that shekel. Oh, Denny's gone, but I was gonna say he should have been suing for that shekels in 1998.
Yeah.
However, as preparations are made, someone has been sabotaging the opera by creating images that anger the Verdes and also stir anti-Verdian sentiments among the crew. Green Lantern is on site to quiet any conflicts and manages to defuse the situation. He manages to keep the peace until the show starts. And the Verdians are horrified to find that it is a tale that is a total insult to their people and culture, causing them to rampage. Suspicious, Green Lantern learns that one of the space that one of the opera planners is really a Wagnorian spy and exposes his treachery with the help of the Verdi's leader. Green Lantern manages to foil the plot and restore peace once again. That was a whole issue, kids.
Yay. I still don't know why he needed an extra battery.
Was it the one thing? Where's that? Let me pull this up in the issue. Wasn't there some kind of trap or something? Didn't he have to like?
Yeah, and he used the battery
blow
to
up that battery
blow light, and then
yeah, almost like the Guardians knew what was going to happen. Because again, he like hangs it on his side. He's like, I'm just going to make it invisible.
Yeah.
So for a good bit of this issue, kids, he's like got a lantern clanging on his side. Oh, well, he does recharge his ring because after what is that, page 13? He's like, oh yeah, the Guardian was right. This might take more than 24 hours. Better charge my ring.
Do it.
Might not get another chance. And again, we get that editor's note. It's like about translating and stuff. And okay. Have we ever seen a ring thing this powerful when Hal freezes everyone with his power ring? Everyone within 1,000 miles.
Just everything.
What kind of willpower does that take?
Takes a lot, apparently, because remember he has to bluff his way out of the rest of it until he can recover his will.
Yes. Yeah, remember? Oh, yeah, remember he needed the power battery for when they were going to disintegrate him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he made a big boom with the battery and dropped through the floor.
Psych.
So good thing that Guardian told him to bring a battery, huh?
Yeah. It's almost like they kind of know stuff after being alive for 10 billion years. Who knew?
Was that this issue or the next one where one of the Guardians is like, man, he knows everything. Wait till how much will we know when he's as old as me?
Yeah. Get off my lawn.
All right, see what you know, sucker. He's going to kill you in
about 15 years. 25 years. Sorry.
But yes, kids, you can find this on the DC Universe Infinite app. And also it says it is reprinted in Showcase Presents Green Lantern Volume 4.
Also in the Green Lantern omnibuses.
Yes.
Omnibuy. Whatever.
I was going to say, this has been reprinted a few times. Yeah, plus it's on the app. So
I don't think the archives made it up to this, though. I don't think they made it up to 72. So,
but if you want to find it, you can find. Hey, again, I said it's pretty sad. These 1969 issues are easier to find than those early 90s issues.
Yep. Which
up
there's
47. Yeah.
There's reasons for that, I think.
All right. So, any other thoughts on this, Will? on your buddy, the opera buff?
Space hippies.
Damn hippies.
I mean, it was goofy. I mean, it's 60s DC. It's goofy. But yeah, I mean, it's goofy. I'll just go with goofy.
It's so weird because it's like, I get you want to do a space thing and that's cool, but I'm just like, was he trying to throw in familiar elements so people wouldn't be completely lost, like opera and hippies? And
yeah, he was a lawman, but he was, a straight shooter and played it honest. I'm like, okay, whatever. I can see this repeating in 76 now. I see it.
I heard that old West music playing, man. I was just like, oh yeah, Sheriff Hal's coming in.
Intergalactic lawman. Like I was saying earlier, the covers have been beautiful for every issue that we've done so far. I mean, really. And I was expecting just some goofy Silver Age stuff, but these are actually really nice covers,
Oh yeah.
Even by today's standards.
I said the covers are so nice. I mean, they're so the art is wonderful and they're so creative. I almost feel like they come up with at this point they were coming up with the covers first and then saying, okay, give me a story to go around this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, did we really get a Phantom of the Opera?
Kind of ish, maybe.
But I don't have time for that, man. Because you want to get to the next one?
Let's get to the next one, which has a great cover as well.
Yeah. No, not you. You know what? Just from the silhouette they gave us, I'm like, I knew who it was. I knew it before
Spoilers.
I even the issue.
Spoilers.
But I knew, yeah. All right, so Green Lantern number 73 from December 1969. Yes, kids, next week will still be under the banner of 1969, but it'll be 2 1970s issues.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, this was December 1969. Green Lantern number 73. From space ye came, and to space ye shall return.
That deserves a bump.
I was going to say army. All right, writer Mike Friedrich, penciler Gil Kane, inker Murphy Anderson, and of course editor Julius Schwartz. After spending time in space, Green Lantern returns. We know what he was doing in space.
Watching
Opera,
man. What's opera doc?
After spending time in space, Green Lantern returns to Earth. He learns that his old friend, let's just say Tom.
Let's just call him Tom.
Yes, because they use the derogatory term. Yes, we will not use that.
Tom Kalmucka? Is that his name?
I think so.
Yeah.
Tom is now the owner of a gas station chain. See what happens if you just, apply yourself, Hal.
Yeah. Former insurance. Sorry, toy salesman dude.
Too busy watching the opera to be
That's
doing
right.
his job. The owner of a gas station chain, but simple life is quickly denied Hal Jordan as he is forced to fly off the coast to stop an exploding oil rig.
Yeah, okay.
I know. Tom's like, hey, stop over. You could stay with us. No. My company got me a nice little hotel. I'm going to stay there. Shortly afterwards, okay, here we go, kids. Green Lantern reunites with Carol Ferris.
Oh, no. Who could that be on the cover? I wonder.
Who could it be? He scoops her up and brings her back to her apartment. Yeah, baby. Carol tells Hal that she has broken off her recent engagement with Jason Belmore. She doesn't tell Hal that Jason left her with a sapphire gem as a gift.
Oh. Do we find out who this Jason person really is? Or is it just a coinkydink? Okay.
I mean, again, I'm like that first.
Maybe next
era.
issue.
What do you think? He's the Predator or something?
I don't. Could be.
Might have to research that further, kids. He has forced the return to deal with the exploding oil rig again.
Once more with feeling this time.
He creates giant acorn shells and scoops up all the oil spillage. This scene is as bad as Superman 3.
Yeah, I'm totally not going to argue with you at all, man. At all.
Because once he gets hit with that fake kryptonite goes all evil, he like causes an oil tanker to spill.
Yeah.
And then after that junkyard scene, he's that junkyard scene, he's all good again and he's putting the oil back. Again, I forgot about this after until this rewatch. he blows all the oil in with his breath, and then he seals the tanker with his heat vision. I'm like, do you really want to be doing that with an oil tanker?
I wouldn't think so, but he's Superman, so okay.
But I mean, he's melting the metal of the ship, so I'm
with
thinking
heat,
it's pretty hot. Yeah.
Yeah. I hear you,
Yeah,
man.
I was waiting for that crew to start burning and be like, "Oh, thanks, you stopped the environmental catastrophe." But now
Now we're all
burn
just
to
gonna
death.
die.
Yeah. Then it'll probably just leak back out anyway.
What was this guy's name? James.
Oh
What?
no, Jason Belmore, Belmore. Jason Belmore, 1L.
Lantern. Carol Ferris.
It's probably just another Ned Leeds.
Yeah. Let's see.
Let me see if there's a. Yeah, 'cause I don't think there's even a link for Jason Belmore on here. So yeah, it's heating up, kids.
Okay. Over the years of dueling, but each time Jordan and Ferris separate when Carol's engaged to Jason Belmore. Later she is okay, blah blah blah. No, I got nothing else on him.
Yeah, no, he's probably just some guy. Yeah.
But how that's not the way Star Sapphires work, right?
A giant coincidence? I don't know.
Okay, wild. We're just gonna go with it.
Or again, is the Predator or someone just like making sure he picks like the right Sapphire or something? Again, we're gonna end on a cliffhanger. Well, maybe this gets explained next issue. I don't know.
We shall see. We shall see.
So yeah, he makes giant acorns. They get the oil. As he returns to this city, he finds people racing to flee from amorphous ghosts trapped inside of a hotel. But this is merely a trap in which to bait Green Lantern. Hal dispersed the ghostly apparitions only to find something even more disturbing. Carol Ferris has become Star Sapphire again.
I'm shocked.
Just his luck. He reunites with her. She's single again.
Yeah, I know.
Every time when they think they're going to be happy, even in the 80s, remember when he gave up his ring and Jon Stewart takes over, thinks he's going to live happily ever after. What happened? Sapphire.
Star Sapphire. And then, Katma. Ugh. Still not happy about that.
I know. But that's just the Green Lanterns, it's even like, oh, hey, now your girlfriend left. You want to be a Green Lantern again? Okay.
This is the choice. I'm making a choice that I can never take back until she dumps me. And then, okay, yeah, I'm good.
But again, then if was it Tomar Ray dies or
yeah,
gets his spot,
It all begins here. No, sorry, it continues here.
All right. So yeah, she becomes Star Sapphire again. And again, is that one of her powers to create like ghosts and stuff?
I'm assuming based on what we now know and current continuity that those were ring constructs.
Yeah.
But
it don't look like it.
Yeah, they don't look like it because they didn't know that back then.
Yes. Here we go.
It's funny, because Sinestro having a yellow ring, Hal's green ring, and then the Star Sapphires having Green Lantern-like powers were all there, and had been almost from the beginning of the series. And then, during Rebirth, Jeff Johns comes along and adds the other colors to the spectrum. I mean, it was kind of brilliant in my opinion. But
why do you think it's so popular? That is the best like comic book writing is like, unlike certain people, Bendis, when you come in and just try to reinvent the wheel. No, the best is when you come in and you work with what's come before and you kind of hone it, shine it up, make it all look pretty and be like, hey, look what, it's even better than you thought.
Yeah. And I mean, that's why there were, sometimes 4 and 5 ongoing Green Lantern series, post 2005. So
again, it makes for good story. And 2, hey, look how many books we can spin out of it.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, Jeff Johns on the Green Lantern stuff. I mean, always go back to Al Ewing and the Immortal Hulk stuff.
Oh, yeah. When you have a creator that has kind of a singular vision for it, it usually turns out pretty darn impressive.
Oh yeah. Again, especially if you work with the history.
Absolutely.
So
she teleports him to space, and he's out there with no memory of who he is.
Spoiler. No, first I was gonna say those who forget the past are
doomed to repeat it.
No, those who forget the past are doomed to be Bendis.
Yeah.
Bendis. All right. Green Lantern and Star Sapphire battle, but Hal's willpower is stronger than hers. As a last-ditch effort to defeat her enemy, Star Sapphire transports Hal into outer space, robbed of all memory of ever being Green Lantern.
And it ends there in very rare. I don't know if this happened any other DC comics at the time. A two-parter, maybe in Justice League. I don't know.
Nah, me and Lilith are doing the Justice League. So far, we really haven't got a two-parter. I mean, stuff will, that take place in the last stage, because right now, what me and Lilith just did, Black Canary just left Earth 2. So, I mean, she'll be in the Justice League, but it's not like to be continued.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, this is a cliffhanger, and
by
next issue to know what happens.
Yeah, they weren't doing a lot of these back then, but hey, how much of a son of a bitch would I have been if I would have been like, yeah, all right, that's the end of summer 69.
That's it, we're done.
Will be like, I'm going to read 74 on my own.
I'm going to have to go read it on my own. Plus, I'm going to read 75 because, I've already read 76 like a million times. So,
and oregano.
Exactly.
1 week till oregano. You know what? Not only is that going to be the conclusion to this story, not only is it going to be Oregano Kids, but next week is going to be the final episode of everything of Summer of 69. So
that's right. That's here.
It's a big one.
2814. We started it. We're finishing it.
Episode 76 will be a big one. Yeah, Will, because I was going to say, congratulations, Will. We're divisible by 5 this week.
Is it 75?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Only about 6 more months until episode 100.
Did we decide what we're doing for 100?
No, I mean we've been talking about some spotlights on other lanterns.
Oh, maybe their first appearances. Looking at those, like Katma, Sinestro, Kilowog,
or like we're talking tonight. Every time Hal quits the Corps.
Yeah, we could just do that, and that'd be. I don't know. That's a lot of books, man.
I know.
It's funny to me that, you look at somebody like Kilowog, Salak, Katma, maybe no, because Katma appears really early. I think she's back. I think like in the 30s.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say
she appears really early.
40s,
someone like Kilowog and Salak, who are kind of mainstays. They didn't appear until the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
In the Green Lantern Core book, or the last few bits of Green Lantern. This volume 2.
Is that part? You think is that part of why they maybe killed Katma? Because they're like, this is going to be a shocking death because she has been around for so long.
I don't know. I mean, it just feels like, hey, let's give the women in fridges, right? Let's give them the male hero some reason to, do something. Oh, I don't know. Let's kill his girlfriend, right?
That would be an interesting, like, Elseworlds or What If or whatever. It's like, what if in that Action Comic 601, what if John had died instead of Katma?
That would have been really, because I don't see Katma making the mistake John did for Xanshi.
Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, can you imagine, in like the late 80s, early 90s there, if, like our 3 main Green Lanterns are Hal, Guy, and Katma?
Katma, yeah. That would have been pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Come on, DC. I want to see that.
I'm trying to think of, and a lot of the newer Green Lanterns, like Soranik. You had, the Green Lantern Corps book, post Rebirth, was just really great. It focused on, Guy. Turned me into a Guy Gardner fan.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a mighty difficult thing to do after reading the Guy Gardner series. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they kind of like toned him down after that, but it's like, yeah.
I mean, it was straight up, satire, caricature,
Yeah.
Until they did the Guy Gardner year one bit, right?
Yeah. But I felt the same way as you. Like, I really didn't, like the character until Rebirth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was.
Spoilers, kids. They're gonna rip that Voldarian DNA out of him.
Rip.
Hey, kids, you want to see a visible retcon?
Here's what one looks like.
I don't think that'll hurt. Yeah, just rip out part of his DNA.
We had Anaricia shows up, during dark times for Hal.
Oh my god! Just the whitewashing of Hal Jordan's crimes in Rebirth. It's just like, oh yeah, remember all those Green Lanterns he killed in Emerald Twilight?
That didn't happen.
No, they've just been imprisoned since then.
Except Kilowog did actually die, but came back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll get to that in the cows. Mm-hmm. That happens before even Rebirth. So yeah, Kilowog will be back before Hal.
Yep. And then some of the newer, more interesting. Joe appeared in 2019? No, it's 2020 maybe. When did? No, it's 2019, I think. For Far Sector.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's either 2019. It's kind of hard because that COVID time, pushed everything. Yeah, it feels.
And then Simon and Jessica. They didn't appear until
New 52.
New 52, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, so that's they're really new characters too.
Oh yeah.
And do we talk about Teen Lantern? I don't know. Do we? I don't know the answer to that.
I don't think she was. Well, I'll have to go back and look. I don't think she was on that last page of Dark Crisis number 2.
Good point.
Again, are we cleaning up again? Where it's just like, oh yeah, only like like actual ring bearers or.
Who knows? I'm hoping we get a direction in a book for Green Lantern. The Green Lantern Corps, because I really get the feeling that John Stewart and the Emerald Knights, I think that's the title, right?
Yeah, something Emerald Knights, yeah.
I really feel like that's going to be kind of a Green Lantern adjacent book, because I don't think they're going to be Green Lanterns. I mean, they're going to be former Green Lanterns, but I don't think they're going to have rings, right? I mean, I don't know.
And again, hold on. Sorry, the cord was here. I wasn't plugged in. I didn't want to just die all of a sudden and leave you. But no, it's I hope we after Dark Crisis. I mean, they could do it before then, but I don't think they're gonna do it before then. How about a couple Green Lantern books again? At least 1 to 2 Green Lanterns on Earth. Do your space stuff. Do your Emerald Knight stuff. But
I mean, there's so many great Green Lantern characters. I mean, you've got Hal Jordan. Who? Hal Jordan. Yeah, I said Hal Jordan. You've got Kyle, you got Guy, you got John.
Yeah.
You've got Simon, you've got Jessica. You've got the non-human Green Lanterns. You did have Aricia. You did. You had some others, but Kilowog, Salak.
You got freaking Mogo.
You got Mogo. I mean, there's
you have a lantern of every size, shape, and color. It's like, come on.
Oh, and I always forget the name of the ultimate Green Lantern, the Daxamite.
Oh, yeah, so do I. But yeah. And again, it's like not technically the core, but I mean, we need to bring back the Justice Society because Alan Scott. We got Alan Scott.
Yeah,
too.
Not technically the core, but kind of started it all. So I don't know. It's just kind of mind-boggling that we don't have a monthly Green Lantern book.
Such a large franchise, and we're not doing anything with it. Yeah, that's so weird.
I mean,
nobody has a book. It's like it's not like they even singled out one person that do a solo book. Nobody.
And it's been over a decade now. It's time for a good Green Lantern movie. Okay.
I wonder if they're waiting to see what the HBO Max show does.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. Although I am a bit looking forward to the Jon Stewart animated movie.
Yes.
That's
Oh, yeah,
later that's 27th, I think, of this month.
Yeah, I was gonna say something like the end of this month. Yeah. And again, maybe a TV show is better for Green Lanterns, especially if we're going to do multiple Green Lanterns, just so we have more time to flesh things out instead of trying to cram everything into a 2 to 3 hour movie.
Maybe. I mean, I guess we're going to see eventually.
2023, I guess. Hey, maybe 2023 is going to be our renaissance. Maybe we'll get that show. Maybe we'll get one or more ongoing Green Lantern books.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Come on, DC. All right, William. Anything else?
I can't think of anything. How Dark Crisis is 7 issues? Is that right?
Something like that. Again, it's all going to this till December. So
Yeah, okay, that makes
December.
sense.
So that's what I'm saying. We might not get a Green Lantern book till January because I have a feeling they're going to reboot a lot of stuff in January.
Okay. I mean, I thought that's what Rebirth was.
I know.
And Infinite Crisis and Final Crisis, and
they do quiet reboots now. They just tell you. There's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of new number ones, and
New 52. I mean, I've counted a few here, haven't I? Reboots.
They don't admit them anymore, though. They're just like
0 Hour.
I know. Well, Lilith is always saying she thinks the original Crisis on Infinite Earths just damaged everything. She's like they've been chasing their tail since then. So,
and they kind of have. I mean, so much of it was eventually just undone, right?
And it's like you always got to clean up messes, like the whole Legion, Superboy thing. And it's like every crisis you're changing something, and every time you got to mop something, have to mop some mess up. You're like,
clean up on aisle Doomsday. Sorry.
Guess we didn't think of that plot point.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the giant crossovers don't seem to hit like they used to. I don't know.
Because everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be another one coming along soon.
Exactly.
And again, it's just like, every crisis, it's like, oh, Batman doesn't know who killed his parents. Joe Chill killed his parents. He doesn't know who killed his parents. Joe Chill killed his parents.
Batman, my favorite character.
Had to get that in there. Good job.
Yes.
Batman's an urban legend, except he's in the Justice League. Wait, huh?
He's a loner, except he has more sidekicks than anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
because anything related to Batman sells.
That is correct.
All right. Anything else?
I got nothing.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. By that Jon Stewart animated movie, I don't know if we should. I know we were talking about making it its own episode, but I don't know if we should just try to fit it in with the comics, just because
Yeah, we can.
I want to get going. I want to get the Rebirth and stuff. Yeah. We took a month off.
we took a month off for 1969.
Exactly. So yes, kids, next week, even though there'll be 1970s issues, yes, it'll be the last episode of Summer of '69 with Green Lantern 74 and 75. We'll tie up that cliffhanger, oregano,
which will make sense because it was brought up in number 47 of the Green Lantern, volume 3 of Green Lantern from the 90s, which is then it was brought up in number 47 and then completely and totally ignored because of Emerald Twilight. But there you go.
Well, again, when you switch writers, I hate when that happens. You could tell they're planning something and then it just
goes. Yeah.
I always go back. I forget what issue it is. There was an old Captain America. Was it from the 70s maybe? Steve Rogers is there's a shadowy figure in the apartment across the hall, plotting revenge. It's like, oh, he doesn't know it's coming, but he's gonna get it. And then Steve moves, and it's just you never hear about that mysterious figure. It's just
nice.
I mean, unless I missed something, I'm pretty sure that never gets brought up. I think they changed writers. It's just okay.
Dang it, I don't know where he moved.
The mysterious mastermind's been sitting there for 50 years with Malvolio sipping tea,
Yeah. Writers, what are you going to do?
I know. And Will can say that. All right. So, yes, we wrap up Summer 69 next week. And then in 2 weeks, like we said, Emerald Knights. We'll be back to 1980, the present of 1989 with Green Lantern 100 through 106.
Oh, you mean 1998, right?
98. What'd I say?
89.
Okay. Sorry.
I remember both. To be
Yes.
fair, I do remember both, so it's okay.
1989, we're gonna we'll do Invasion.
Right, yeah. With the Dominator.
We're in that. All right, so yes, Green Lantern 100 and 106 from 1998. And then in 3 weeks, DC 1 million and Green Lantern 1 million.
From the mind of Grant Morrison, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know what that means, kids. From the mind of Grant Morrison. All right. So send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to all the various social medias and Facebook fan groups we have. The YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Completely free. Every second of Summer of 69 is on there. So smash the subscribe button so you get it all.
Smash it.
And most important, superhero movie bracket. Lil, if you have no, Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon. Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Again, you get early access to creator interviews, including Mr. DG Chichester every month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And superhero movie brackets. Again, next episode will be Catwoman versus Green Lantern with special guest Will Allred.
Oh, save me, please, someone.
Because Lilith loves man tears. So,
sure, there will be many tears shed.
Wait, they say Charlie topless. Anyway, all right. So, yes, subscribe to the Patreon or pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find it all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And again, hopefully we get our good friend Matt Kona back one of these days. But until then, find him on every social media on earth at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. And then go on your social medias, find this man, Mr. Will Allred, master of the core, master of the quantum zone, master of the Kickstarter and the crossover division.
Woohoo! Glad those arrived safe and sound.
That's right. Get your crossover divisions, kids.
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and other social media that I probably don't even remember setting up. If you want to find out more about Crossover Division, which is currently on Kickstarter, it's crossoverdivision.com/KS. We have about 3 weeks left on the campaign, and we've already went past funding, so we're working on stretch goals right now. It's pretty cool. If you want to find out more about Diary of Night, you can go to diaryofnight.com, and that's another book that I worked on with Gene Gonzalez. And obviously, you like quality characters like Green Lantern, so of course you love Quasar. If that's the case, you want to find out more, you can always go to the Quantum Zone at quantumzone.org to find out all kinds of stuff about Quasar. And finally, if you want to hear some writer nerds talk about Kickstarter comics, you can hang out with Kevin Joseph and I every Friday night, and we interview creators that have comics on the Kickstarter platform that are currently running. So it's a lot of fun.
Kickstarter nerds. I was gonna say, I'm like the cool guys who talk Green Lantern over here.
I'll put it in my navel.
Exactly.
Yeah, boys, you look at the party. I love the party. I am God. Seems like I'm getting a package every other day. I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
Of course.
All right, kids. Come back next week again, not only for this show, but the final episode of Summer of 69.
Nice.
As we do 1970s issues.
2 of them.
Hey, man, I love this energy, man. The last episode of Summer of 69 for everything, and it's 1970s issues. Yes.
Yeah, we got it. I'm curious to see how this one ends.
I know.
I'm still surprised. A 2-part TC comic in the 60s. Who knew? did not know that.
Let's see how long Hal Jordan can hold his breath.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Come back next time. And remember, I don't know what's worse, opera or crazy ex-girlfriends. Good night.
Ooh.